Native American healing traditions. Native American medicine is thought to be close to 40,000 years old. It is thought to have been practiced by over 500 different nations prior to the 15th century. No matter the tribe, all Native medicine is based on the foundation that man is part of nature and that man's health is balanced with nature. Native Americans believe that for true balance, a man must be in sync with the forces of nature and Mother Earth. As the Native people had no written language, Native medicine never developed as a standard practice. The result was that tribes started to disappear, and with it the loss of their knowledge. However, despite this fact, Native American medicine has seen a rise in those who are interested in preserving their culture, and therefore is constantly growing in demand of its people. Jamie Sams, a Cherokee holy person, says medicine has to do with anything that makes us feel whole. He adds that when we look at the idea of medicine, we have to embrace the total person, the body, the heart, the mind, and the spirit. When any of these are out of balance, then there is need for healing. There are many different ways to heal, and each technique depends on the kind of illness, and if it is physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual. We will talk about some of these practices in a moment. But first we must talk about those who perform these techniques, the holy person, or the medicine man or shaman in some tribes. A holy person is not chosen and is not unlike our Christian holy men and women in that they receive a calling. A holy person is someone who has exceptional experience of the cosmic power that pervades the world. As you can see here, and in the previous slide, women can also be healers of their tribe. There are also different tools a holy person uses in treating an ailing person. One of these items is the medicine bundle or medicine bag. Sometimes a holy person feels something for a certain item and then uses that item in their rituals. These items build up over time and become part of their medicine bundle. These bundles are very personal and have meaning to the healer. Some items you may see in a bundle would be plants, herbs, or bones. Some other tools used to help heal are medicine pipes, medicine wheels, lodges, praying, chanting, and storytelling. Here are a few more modern-day bags. If you look closely to the one in the middle, you will see it's made out of an actual turtle shell. Now I will share with you a few of the techniques, how they're performed and what they're meant to heal. Plants play a vital in Native medicine. Healers must know how to handle a plant, know what part of the plant heals what ailments. They must respect the plant and thank and pray to and for the plant. Some of the plants and flowers used are as follows. Sage is used to extract bad spirits in the body and soul. It is used to heal illness in many parts of the body, including the stomach, colon, kidneys, liver, and lungs. It can heal burns. It can be used as an antiseptic for allergies, colds, and fever, and as a gargle for sore throat. Cedar can also be used. Milder than sage, it is boiled and then ingested to treat coughs and head colds. It's also used to make a powerful potion which is essential in the sacred smudging ceremony. Some of the more common plants they use may be more familiar to you, and we use them as the Native Americans do. These plants would include quinine, which has been used for malaria, ipecac for vomiting out poisons, curare, which is used in muscle relaxers and anesthesia, and of course the cocoa bush, which is the most used anesthetic still today. One of the most used plants in almost all rituals is tobacco. It is smoked pure and is not mixed with any other plant. It is used predominantly in pipe ceremonies. Medicine pipes symbolize the ebb and flow of life. The natives do not actually inhale the smoke, but rather puff it so they can give visualization to their breath. Their breath then rises up to carry their prayers to the Great Spirit. When a pipe is shared, it is like saying all that are sharing the same breath. There are different pipes for different rituals. The pipe itself is symbolic. The bowl signifies the female spirit, or Mother Earth, while the stem signifies the male spirit, Father Sky. A smudging ceremony uses sage and feathers. The purpose of a smudging ceremony is to clear negative energy and attract peace and harmony into a person's life force. The feathers are used to feel out and manipulate the bad energy into leaving the body. As feathers are connected to the wind, they carry messages to the Great Spirit, who in turn brings peace and harmony one is looking for. I will now speak for a greater length about the Lodge and Vision Quests. I do this because they're the most used techniques in healing rituals, and they can often go hand in hand with each other. The sweat lodge is used in purification ceremonies. The lodge itself is round to imitate a womb, which signifies protection from the outside world. Inside the lodge, an altar is placed in the middle. The healer will start out with praying and chanting while he is setting the altar up. He then places the 4 sacred herbs in the 4 directions: south, north, east, and west. Sage to clear the negative energy, sweetgrass to bring forth the healing spirits, cedar to purify, and finally tobacco to bless the earth. Every person is smudged before entering the lodge. Lava stones are heated outside the lodge and then brought inside where they're piled together. The healer will then sprinkle the herbs over the rocks while once again praying to the 4 directions. Then the water drum is played while the healer pours the water over the heated stones to produce great quantities of steam. Then he starts to sing and chant prayers to the spirit guides. As the temperatures rise, so do the senses. This is the time when one may begin to see a vision. A talking stick is passed around so each person can ask the spirits for help and forgiveness. There are 4 sessions of this, one for each direction, and each lasts about 30 minutes. The first session is to recognize the spirit. The second is to recognize the strength, endurance, and honesty. The third is to recognize knowledge. The last centers on spiritual healing. A Chinook holy man, John Joseph, uses this ceremony in the healing of veterans suffering from PTSD. He says, "They have lost their spirituality. They are able to speak about those things which hurt them during war and those that hurt them when they returned home. They can yell, cry, talk, and regurgitate bad emotions onto the fire." The true healing, says Joseph, comes from being able to express oneself in a safe environment. Many people use the sweat lodge prior to going on a vision quest, which now leads me into the next ritual. According to Native Pride, those of us on a spiritual path believe we are put on this earth for a special reason. That reason is not always clear to us. We want to know what we need to accomplish in our life for our highest benefit, and in turn the benefit of the world. The vision quest can reveal our life's purpose, but it is an arduous journey into the core of our being that we should only embark upon with sincerity. William Walk Sacred, a Cree medicine man, cautions, "It's very important for people to realize that going into the spiritual world is very serious. If the intent isn't clear, the spirits will not give a vision. The most important thing is being clear in your heart as to what you are seeking for yourself." The quest is usually done deep in nature, typically on or nearby a hill, and away from civilization, and can last up to 4 days. A person's told how to prepare and what they will need for their quest by the medicine man, who guides all aspects of the ritual and provides spiritual support and guidance. The medicine man and his aide will heat up 7 stones and then paint each of them with a circle. The circle represents life. It has no beginning and no end. It is the beginning of cellular consciousness and represents the light that enters into the cells. The stones are then placed in the fire that is in the middle of a larger circle. These stones burn the entire time the participant is on their hill. It represents the 4 elements: earth, fire, water, and air. When this is done, they typically enter a lodge for purification and then return to the circle for the ceremony. While on a quest, one is deprived of food, water, and sleep. This is so the person on the quest can focus their mind, body, and spirit on the guidance they're looking for. They must get beyond these earthly needs in order to face their natural self and therefore be able to receive a vision. William Walk Sacred recalls part of his quest. I sat there and I prayed all night and all day. I prayed and asked for direction. The spirits came as sparks of light, and they came as beings that I have known before. My father, who had died, came to me at one point. There is no way to know they are coming, but if you pray in a good way, they will come and give you direction. They will tell you what you are seeking and what you need to do to become an active participant in your own life. Once the helpers and the medicine man leave the hill, they go back to where the sacred fire is burning, and they pray for you continually. They are up on the hill with you, so to speak, experiencing everything you're experiencing. The fire is kept burning the whole time you're up there. Even if your quest is for 4 days, the fire is kept going 24 hours a day. It represents the fire of life that carries your prayers up to heaven. Upon completion of the quest, the medicine man and his aide come back for the participant and take them back to the lodge, where they reveal their experience to the medicine man. The medicine man gives an interpretation of the vision. Sometimes it can be necessary to complete many vision quests over one's lifetime to aid in spiritual guidance. Now that I've shared some of the techniques used for healing, I hope I've opened up your mind to the possibilities we all have when it comes to medicine. As most of us have a biased opinion when it comes to the native way of medicine, it isn't surprising to know that many people are actually looking towards holistic medicine and alternative therapies to cure their ailments. Traditional medicine has the potential to extend the promotion of health from the individual to the collective. Native American culture has the idea that we are all connected to each other and the earth. When we are willing to embrace our inner self, we have the potential to change and go beyond the limitations we've placed upon ourselves. When we do, all of us, says Sam, medicine man, together we can reach the same destination, healing and transformation.